Welcome to the Chilling E Spilling podcast. Two college best friends stay chilling, spilling the tea on anything and everything from life experiences, relationship advice, pop entertainment news, and culture. Your new besties are waiting for you to join the conversation. Here are your hosts, Emily and Hector.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Chillin' E Spillin'. I'm your host, Emily.
What's up, bitches? You already know it's Hector, and welcome back to another episode. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about a cultural moment, something that has shaped so many generations and isn't talked about. And I feel like people need to talk about this more in school and educate future generations. What am I talking about? I'm talking about reality TV. I feel like reality TV is such a staple in pop culture. But you already know the catchphrases and everything. You know, where's the beach? Beyonce. Everything. But Emily.
Yes.
We talked about this previously in another episode. But I want to know from your perspective, which reality TV show would you put yourself in? And how do you think you would be perceived amongst the people?
Ooh, that's a good question. The reality TV show that I would want to be a part of is, as of recently, this might sound weird, but it is technically, I think, considered like reality TV, but it's Drive to Survive. It's an F1 driver, like reality TV, and I would want to be a part of this just because I think the competitiveness of these people that drive F1 cars and feeling the speed of the cars, I think that would be so much fun. However, it is dangerous because when they do clash, they're going like 200 miles an hour or more. And the drama that's between like shading the racers and kind of shading like the teams, like I think it's funny a little bit, and like the banter that happens between the drivers, and it's such like a close-knit like group too that I think it'd be fun to be a part of. As how I would be perceived as like definitely the cocky bitch that wins all the races. I'm just kidding.
So the delusional one.
Yes, the delusional one, obviously. But that's good to be Delulu because
you kind of have to have it in a competition.
Huh?
In a competition, you kind of have to have it.
Yeah, so I'm that girl.
Exactly.
So point period blank, like if we're in a competition, I'm gonna try my hardest to win. And I think I think I'd be like the one who's like not pretending, but being the sweet little, sweet one. But then, like, I will attack you. I will come after you. Like, you said what? Like, like, I'd have a moment. I feel like, but I feel people are like, she's fake. And I'm like, so what?
Yeah.
Because it's, I think it's about competing and it's a game, right? Or, I mean, not a game, but it's a competition for, in terms of racing and being on that competitive, like the dog in you, like, and I kind of like that, and the focus that you need to have and the skills. I mean, obviously I don't have the skills, but if I did in my imaginary Delulu way, fantasy, I'd be top dog.
If you were to be put in that situation this year, do you think you would be mentally prepared?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because you have to become that. You have to believe, like, you're that bitch. You're that person. Because you're racing and you're trying to be top, And if you don't believe it, then why are you there?
No, but people could say that. But once they're hit with reality, they realize they're not mentally prepared. And then that's when they crash and burn.
Not me. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be like...
Are they allowed to talk to people outside?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like they're secluded.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh, that's more like haz de cuenta. It's like
because that's when the real stress is.
Yeah,
if you have contact with the outside world, I feel like it's not as bad.
Yeah, that's why. But it's not like Jersey Shore or anything like that. Because Jersey Shore people they were secluded.
No, because they could still talk to their friends and everything.
In
And
the
they brought-
beginning,
And they brought
no,
friends and everything.
no, but like Wi-Fi and internet, like access to other stuff, they
No, but
didn't.
they had the phone. Even in Italy, Snooki brought her mans.
I know, but it's just like phone only. They couldn't like really.
No,
like,
that's when they got in the whole argument.
I don't remember. Or maybe I'm
with
tripping.
Gianni, remember? And he was like, "Oh, you're acting like that in a club," and it was a huge thing. That was like pretty much the whole season.
No, but I'm talking about like the earlier season, like the first one. They did not.
They would invite their friends.
I know, but it wasn't like. But they weren't constantly like they were filming for what, like 4 weeks or like a month or whatever the summer thing was, and then.
I feel like even then, that's not even bad either.
I know, but they would talk about them not being like really in tune to what was going on outside. Because they were
But I
just,
feel
the
like
main
if
thing
you
was just
were-
party, party, party.
Yeah, if you were still able to have some form of contact with someone from the outside world, that's still not like, the stress level is definitely way different than compared to like 3 months just secluded.
Yeah, well, they well, and the Drive to Survive, nobody's secluded.
Damn.
It's pretty just open. It's just like an insight view into the driver's world and kind of like what they have to go through mentally as well, because to be a driver you have to make it into podiums, and if you're not making it into podiums, then maybe you're not getting endorsements, and then with no endorsements leads to no money for the car that you're driving to be at its best, which you needed to be fast as fuck in order to win podiums. So things like that, like I feel like that's challenging, right? Because if you think like, damn, if I had a better car, or if I had more money to invest in, in the car stuff, like
There's
that could
obviously
take
disadvantages.
that could take its toll on you, right? But yeah, I mean, it seemed pretty fun, and they drive in different like places, like Monaco and Japan, and I'm like,
Are they on the street or is it like a racetrack?
it's a racetrack. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they did one in Vegas, and that was actually on the Strip. I don't know if you ever heard
Ooh.
about that one, but I thought that was so cool, and so fun. But just getting to see like a deeper dive into what it is in their world, I thought I would love that, and I would have fun.
Cute.
Just my thoughts.
Mhm.
But what about you?
I want to be put in a competition setting.
Ooh.
Bitch, I want to like argue with people. Like, I'm ready to send bitches to therapy. Like, that's how like okay, so if I were to choose, if somehow I had like the capabilities or like artistic mindset that like drag queens have, I would do either Drag Race or Dragula for sure, because I feel like those are so fun. And it's like, I don't know, just like bring it on. Like I feel like as a Latino, obviously I'm not afraid to be like the villain,
Yeah.
because I'm just like, I don't know,
Ooh.
just that whole like, watching
Yeah.
telenovelas and
Yeah.
everything. You kind of have to have one to have a good season 2.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's what makes good TV, then so be it.
And
But
the
I mean,
hate.
Huh?
The hate that you would have to like handle, because
they're not paying my bills.
I know,
mean,
but
obviously
people,
at one
but
point,
the way people perceive you, I don't know.
no, I know Drag Race and Dragula have the worst and toxic fan base ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's
Oh, wow.
death threats literally before the season even airs.
Damn.
So yeah, don't quote me, but I think even one of the judges, they're getting like death threats that like people are gonna push them in front of like a bus before Christmas and everything. These fans are insane. So it's
Damn.
like, I want to
Damn, then they're not real fans. If they're
obviously,
trying
but
to
they
do-
still
yeah,
watch. It's like,
okay.
yes, that's the thing with, we'll get into that
Yeah.
after. But yeah, I kind of want to put myself in a high stress situation where I'm like totally secluded, because it's like, I want to see myself in that perspective. I want to see how how I'm going to react, or how I approach certain things. Because it's like, obviously you could say like, you're this, but it's not until you're in that setting where your true colors and everything shows. And obviously what you see isn't going to be the true thing too, because it is a edited TV show.
Yeah.
So they're going to highlight certain aspects, whether like production wants. But I feel like because I have education in watching movies, I know things not to say, what to say. And it's like, I know how production works in a way.
Yeah.
But
So
obviously
you'll have the leg up.
there is a contestant who said that and they got sent home second.
Oh, wow.
So obviously I'm not going to say that on TV. But yeah, I feel like it would be so much fun being in a competition with people who are like-minded at the same time, and like whose artistry you just respect as much as yours. And yeah, I would want to see myself in like just, watch myself on TV, make myself laugh. Because even when I watch like the podcast episodes, I'm like, bitch, you don't even think like that now. Like, like it's just so funny watching yourself back. But yeah.
Okay, those are good options. How do you think reality TV has evolved from earlier years, and in what direction do you think it's going in?
Ooh, okay. So I feel like obviously the budgets nowadays are way more higher than what they used to be. But I
Mhm.
kind of miss that old school feeling where it's like it was more real in reality compared to now where it's kind of feels like everything's produced or overly produced where it's like not genuine or sincere.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of people are afraid to be themselves because they're scared of the hate and death threats. So it's like, at what point are people going to realize that you being offended, obviously there's things that need to be addressed, but being offended over like the littlest things in terms of like how people interact, which is how they interact in their profession, you need to realize that you're taking away from that art form at the same time. Yes, you could enjoy it, and yes, there's going to be things that need to be addressed, but you also have to realize that if you don't have some form of education or practice that profession, why the fuck are you talking in the first place? Why are you sending death threats also? Like,
Yeah.
there's no need. This person's a character, if you think about it, on an edited show. So it's not going to show them accurately. And if you really want to get to know them accurately, then watch what they do outside of the show where they're not in a high, like, stress produced area. But I feel like in the direction where it's going, there's just going to be more hate until it's finally, like, talked about or something bad happens. I feel like it's sad to say, but I feel like someone may take their own lives in order for people to realize, like, fuck, words do have power online, you know? And even then, I feel like it's still going to keep going and going. And it sucks because there's even shows that don't even like put a stop to it or say like, hey, we need to address this now.
Yeah.
Because it kind of feels like they're all about the monetary gain. So yeah, I feel like obviously production is going to keep going and going, but I feel like we're kind of losing that real in reality as time goes.
Mm-hmm.
You?
Damn. That was a really concise answer.
Thank you. I just thought about it right now. I was just like,
Damn, he was
see,
on
put me on
a
reality TV right now.
Yeah, he was on a roll. He knows. This bitch knows. Just put him on. Any agents or anything, you'll have to book them through me. No, just kidding. I do agree with your statement. Reality has definitely changed a lot. Honestly, I think back then reality was a little bit more. I think now they're trying to keep it. It's funny because I think you said in the earlier you thought it was more authentic, right, or more real.
People weren't afraid of what the outside was gonna like, how they were gonna react or tell them.
I think the opposite. I feel like now they're
You think they were more afraid before?
not more afraid, but no, not afraid of what they say or what they do. But I think like earlier reality TV show, they're creating the scenarios to really capture them and get them to say whatever they need for the situation. Versus now reality TV show, I think that they're more authentic in some ways, like on how outspoken they are for certain things.
The producers?
Not the producers, like the people themselves within the reality TV shows. Does that make sense? Like they're more them.
It's just hard because, like you have your own perception. Like they were saying slurs back then. Nowadays, you say like one bad thing and it's not even a slur and you're canceled.
Yeah, that's true. I think, because in general, they are more, they're buckling down, I guess. They're buckling down on people.
Yeah, more politically correct and all
like
that.
cancel culture and all this such thing, everything that's going on. So they do try to be more on the cautious side. But I feel like they're just, they're going to need to produce whatever they need to.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Because they're trying to make a TV show.
Yeah, they're trying to make a TV show. They're trying to get them ratings up.
Yeah.
So they're going to need to, like, bring in the drama and, create scenarios that will benefit, the ratings and whatever it is. I guess, in some ways. However, I think in these recent times, they are trying to, like, try to share the person themselves. with being how they are authentically. The reason why I say this is because when I used to watch, like, say, like, the Kardashians, right? The way that they're kind of showing them now, I feel is more accurate to them as how they are versus how they were very earlier on, where they were doing the most to catch our attention. Because they weren't, unfortunately, nobody's then a little bit.
Yeah.
And then now they're like, okay, I think in order to combat, like, the bad, like, oh, you don't do anything, what are you famous for, and this and that, they became like more human-esque to us in what they're showing us now in their lives, things that are going on and this and that. And I think by showing their family troubles or like the cheating scandals and this and that, like, it makes them like, oh, like, more real, more people, like, you know, because other people go through that same stuff. I think earlier stuff has been more so like, yeah, let's party, let's create these narratives, you're gonna be that evil person, you're gonna be this and that, and they played into that. And I feel like now, because of that, obviously the hate and everything that's going on, maybe they kind of want to ease it off a little bit by showing a little bit more in depth of the person to help support that person when they're in trouble, and in the sense of like whatever scenario that they're in, by them showing like a bit more of how they are in business or with relationships or whatever it may be. It kind of makes you like feel some type of way, like sympathy, or have a feeling to where it's like it's okay for them to have said this or acted this way. I think that's how they kind of balance nowadays, so they don't get as much hate. But I feel like that's for certain stuff, only for certain shows. But yeah, I think it has changed, and I still find it entertaining.
We're still watching.
I'm still watching.
Exactly.
So don't hate on me. Like, I mean, a girl's gotta, you know, get their drama somewhere if they're not getting it in life. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that.
So, what do you think producers going forward should do to take care of their contestants post filming? Because I feel like there should at least be some form of therapy that they get after. It shouldn't be like, we used you, you're done, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Like therapy and maybe like a support group of other people that are going through that. Honestly, but I feel like those contestants that are doing the show, shouldn't they get bound, like they come together a little bit more? Because sometimes I feel like they separate themselves, and I don't know why they do that. Like they separate themselves from the group, but it's like, you guys went through that experience together. Why don't you kind of come together and bond over it, or like help each other out in those difficult times?
I think it's because maybe it's limited into how much that they could help each other, because then again, they're not like really licensed therapists. Yes, they had the same experiences, but maybe with someone who like is like has a higher education and knows how to like resolve these issues, they should at least be guaranteed that after, instead of just being treated like a toy and just thrown away after.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they should definitely get that help. And unfortunately, but then again, when you do sign up for this, you know it's for money. You know it's for entertainment.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, so sometimes take a second guess, like, you know, like take another moment to really know what you're signing up for. Unfortunately, I don't know, but now it's time for, if you don't know already, bitch, where have you been?
We're on season 2 by now.
I know, you need to get on this already. All right, for you bitches that don't know, we put the T in brand is what we're gonna do. And for this one, it's a little bit special because we got to recommend each other a reality TV show episode. And I want to know your thoughts, your takeaways, and reactions to watching what I suggested to you, which was Cheer.
Episode 5.
Episode 5, season 1. Yeah, thoughts.
So, for those of you who want to watch and follow along, it's on Netflix. A first thought that I wrote down was, stop showing the fucking baby during the routine. So it's a
Cheer series.
Yeah, where they followed this team, and on their way to this competition that they've been planning and working for. And during one of the practices, they're showing like all these cool stunts, but for some reason they keep showing the baby over and over. Like, what the fuck is that adding to the story in the first place? So I kind of got annoyed with that. But overall, I really liked the show, and it's something that I wouldn't necessarily be like
interested in watching.
Let me put this on. Yeah. So I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, okay, so I told Emily I'm not really like a dance person in the sense where it's like TikTok, like, you know, the whole renegade. Like, I find that stuff kind of cheesy. But there's art in dance that I have a huge respect for. And fucking Cheer is so amazing. Like, just the whole stunts and everything. I even wrote one where this bitch was like doing all these moves and she fucking body slams the girl. She like yeets her down. I was like, okay. One bitch, her name's Ashley. She got ribiosis. I wrote, bitch, that sounds made up. Like, I will say from a film perspective, one thing I didn't like was that in their interviews or talking heads, they're looking directly at the camera, and it kind of takes you out of it, at least for me. Because from the reality TV shows that I watch, they're always like angled in a way, and they're like, it's not towards the camera. And I find it kind of jarring, but I think it's the recent seasons of the Kardashians that they look, right?
Yeah.
They look exact. So I feel like because I'm not constantly consuming that kind of reality TV, it was jarring from what I'm used to.
Everybody that they look right at the camera.
Yeah, that's why. Because I'm used to shows just showing like...
Side?
Because that's how you're supposed to do an interview.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's just, you know, film.
Yeah, obviously I'm not a film major, even though, like, whatever. Anyways,
but I thought like the editing and stuff was pretty cool. The title card when it said Cheer and it was them like posing and everything, and like the letters were like very 3D, and like I thought that was cool. One thing I couldn't fucking stand, what's her name, Monica?
Yes. The cheer coach.
I can't stand that white bitch. Oh my gosh. So there's this person named Ladarius.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, a white person has no room or like reason to be talking to not only a black person or a like POC person in general, saying that you're constantly playing the victim and that you need to have self accountability. I literally wrote it down. It says you don't always have to be the victim all the time. And that pissed me off so bad, because who the fuck are you to tell this person that they're constantly being the victim when obviously in this situation it wasn't their fault, at least in my perspective too. And getting to know Ladarius, I realized that we have a lot in common in the sense where like we come from a very angry point. And I see Ladarius more as myself from high school, early college. And I forgot the name. The other person that was, I don't know if they were like rooming together, but like they're more calm and like, you know, and I found that to be me from college. So to see them, I was all like, I see myself in both of them. So that's kind of crazy that like the episode showed that. I'm not sure. Let me ask you this. Why did you recommend this episode? Before I get into more.
Yes. I think I remember watching this scene where he kind of gets like upset and kind of shares a little bit about himself, Ladarius and Monica. And I think I thought to myself, like, you would, like, I just knew you would get it.
Yeah.
And I can't put it into words, but I just knew you would get it. And that's why I kind of picked it, because I didn't want to go with something that for myself only, you know, was to my liking. I think I had in some ways a consideration for you in picking it, because the way that I connected with Ladarius and like, damn, like his story in general, like if you see the whole series, like I just thought, damn, so he's so real for this, and he very like takes charge about what he wants to get done type thing. And I don't know, I just connected with him and I liked it. I liked him and you know, the cheer season. And I think it also shows like the teamwork of the team, and that's for me what I connected with, because I did cheer.
On that episode or another episode?
On that episode.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, because they were getting to a part where they were sharing about their stories at the end. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah,
remember.
because I'm thinking in the beginning they're like, "Do you guys have like energy or like respect for each other?" And they're like, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
bitch,
But
it's
see
yes
how
or
it
no.
gets, it translates, like, it gradually
Mm-hmm.
gets there to
Yeah.
the end where they're, like, trying to, like, how do we make this work as a team? Because if you're not, like, on the same, if everybody's not connected,
You're
shit's
fucked.
gonna,
You're fucked. Yeah, you're not winning.
That's what I liked about this episode, because that was really the determining factor, because that was, like, right before they're trying to go to Daytona
Mm-hmm.
to try to win the competition. And I think, like, that was so accurate to how I was when when I was in cheer. In some ways, it's so dysfunctional,
Mm-hmm.
but when it's functional, oh shit, like, it's
That's where the magic happens.
yes,
Exactly.
and I love that, and I wanted to share that with you,
Okay.
and I liked it. Yeah.
At first, I thought there was a lot of storylines happening in one episode,
Mhm.
and one they don't even finish, and I get why. But I feel like maybe if they place it in another place, it could be more effective. And like say like, okay, we could pick this up back up in another episode.
Yeah.
But I feel like having it so close towards the beginning, it's like you're, especially from someone who hasn't started from episode 1. It's like you got this storyline that's half done, then another storyline.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was kind of
all
just
over
not,
yeah.
at least the timing.
Yeah.
But I feel like the order could have worked. Other than that, I feel like it was really good. Oh my gosh, who's that bitch with the ribs?
Morgan? No.
Morgan. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this attention whore, when it happened, I was like, get the fuck up, bitch. Like you got twirling to do.
I know.
And then it turns out like her ribs need to be okay, I wrote the quote too.
Yeah.
She said, she's like, oh yeah, like after practice I'm going to the ER to get my ribs. I put them in because she didn't say ribs.
Yeah.
Pop back in, and all the fucking coach said was, okay, cute. Like the fuck, like this bitch is injured, and you're like, okay, cute.
Because that's how it is when you're an athlete to that pain don't matter.
I know, but
you
it's
gotta
like,
get shit done,
bitch.
and there's no replacement. That's the thing. There's no.
I feel like there's another way to say it though.
I know.
To show some humanity. I get, and then that's another storyline towards the end. She's like, I don't want to show nervousness, and I get that. But at the same time, it's like you want to show some form of respect to the people who are practically putting this title for you again.
Yeah.
You've won all these achievements and everything, but you still have to have some form of mutual respect. Yeah,
But that would happen in the last episode. But it's okay. You're getting there.
Then they talked about this whole brother storyline, and that was short.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, maybe that could have been scrapped. Because I wanted to focus more on Ladarius. Sorry, I fucking stan like.
You love Ladarius?
I'm a Ladarius stan. Yeah. What had me dead with someone. So at the end, they're talking about like, why do you do this? And someone was saying like, like I got cut from the team, and essentially they're gonna end their lives, and they wrapped a hose and they're ready to do it. But when they jumped, the hose broke.
It's not funny.
I know,
but he said that too.
Like,
he said that too. If you watch the episode, he said that too, and everybody busted.
Yeah.
So we're not alone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it happened in the show, and everyone was laughing, and you see that like really closeness to the point where it's like they're okay to share these stories. I will say I agree with Ladarius again. I couldn't stand the bitches like, I wanted to do it to get independence from my parents. Obviously, the privilege speaking, but when it's the POCs, they're saying no. When you're here, give 110%. I fucking fought for this role, and for bitches to be like, I just want to respect her, like just that simple shit. No, like this is if this is such a prestige placement, fucking show up. Why are you going to practice like it's nothing? But yeah, it was cute. If I were to rate it between 10,
oh shit,
I'd probably give it
a 7.
7.5 or 8. Only because I couldn't stand the bitches that were trying to silence him and say like you're constantly the victim.
Yeah.
And they left off like right before they got there. So I was like, fuck you, bitch. I wanted to see it. But yeah, it was I actually really enjoyed it, and I honestly might continue watching it.
The scandals you're gonna find out. Everything.
Bitch, if one person's already getting their nudes leaked, like yeah, I'm sure there's definitely more scandals.
There's more, and you're gonna be shocked.
But that's my review.
Yay. Cool. Now it's time for mine.
Ooh, okay.
So, the one that you assigned to me was, if I'm saying this,
Dragula season 4 episode 1.
There you go. Bitch, you have me.
Let me hear. I want to hear everything.
Okay, I have for one. This man knows that I do not fuck with like horror stuff or like very gory. Like I don't know what. I just tend to stay away from it. So, but once I got over that, that was my bigger bond because I was like, damn it, like here I am giving you cheer, and like you give me this one, which is fine. But oh my god, I loved it.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. But this is all obviously once I got over the thing. The one that I couldn't stand.
Ooh,
but then at the end, I was like, it was the Latino.
Mi tia? Zavaleta?
Yes.
That's my tia, bitch. Oh my gosh.
Yes, because I was like, bitch, you're doing the most. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, I literally want to be like, yeah, and me dolía más porque era Latina. And I was like, you know, but it's okay. My favorite, Cherry.
Mary Cherry?
Mary Cherry.
That's your favorite?
I fuck with her. Yes.
I'm curious to what you think about them as the show goes on.
Oh yeah, I'm
their
curious
image
about
changes.
Yes, I think so. Because this is just based off energy and like season episode 1. So I messed with her when it came down to the actual the whole like obviously the whole episode and stuff. It was definitely giving America's Next Top Model for me. Okay. But like at a higher stake level. Like the way the comebacks were just boom, 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 boom. Like everybody. I was like, hold the fuck up. Yeah. Like let me soak what you've said. You know, like it was just like she said this, you know, like they sorry. They said this and that, and I was like, okay. And the drama, the dramatics of like them having to what's it called? The challenge of like them having to go through this maze, bitches popping out. Yeah. And one of them had like a PTSD because of there was like a rail thing and a car like was going like
was driving towards them
full force, and you know it was scary. And you know they started tearing up, and I was like, "Ooh," you know, like obviously I felt for them because you know they talk about their story, you know what they went through, and the fact that your tia was all like, "Bitch," like it was like,
"Baby, you got to get over it."
Exactly, and I was like, "Keep that energy, keep that motherfucking energy when that shit happens to you, bitch." It happened because he was the one talking the biggest game. He was in the bottom too.
In episode 1.
Yes, and that ending though too. I was like, oh, that was a cliffhanger moment. Because they got buried.
Oh, you're talking about the extermination.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, because they.
So after each episode, they have to go through a challenge, or extermination, as they call it. And they have to face, typically it's them facing a fear or something to the extreme. And I remember when Emily was all like, bitch, like this and this. And I was like, that's nothing. Before early, like other exterminations, they had to jump out of planes. Ooh. They had needles going through them. And they got bigger and bigger as it kept going. There was a latex suffocating machine. They got electrocuted. It's insane.
Well, yeah, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, this is literally so crazy. When it came down to the designs.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Okay.
Favorite.
I didn't agree with the lineup that they had of like who did the best. Yes.
Ooh, okay, explain.
Because there was this girl. She is a girl, I think. She has the titties.
Oh, you're talking Sigourney.
Sigourney
Beaver.
She is a
AFAB, yes, or Hyper Queen. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Hyper Queens are essentially women who participate in the art form of drag.
And she also had to claw her way, but this bitch was not giving.
Really?
I'm sorry.
You didn't like it?
Nope.
Wow.
The Frankenstein queen, like really, literally, I was agreeing with. Oh yeah, I was agreeing with Cherry. Like, she literally just pulled out them titties, and they were like, "Oh my god." They really were.
Well, because that's her drag. It's the point of the challenge was to meet your drag with the character, not a cosplay.
I don't know, but
her character is very, I don't want to say nude, but very seductive.
I don't know, but it didn't give. The one who did give, and I thought should have won.
Is it? Keep going. Describe the outfit, and I'll literally tell you who it is.
Caroline.
Hoso Teratoma doing Other Mother.
Yes.
I
loved that. Like, I was like, bitch, you is that, you is that bitch,
Yeah.
And I was like, but I didn't, but the second two, that, challenge, should have been that winner that did win
Asher
it.
Aurelia doing the Xenomorph.
Yeah, that was second.
Ooh, okay. And did you agree with the bottom? All of them, not just the bottom two. It was Farmelda doing Billy the Puppet from Saw. Savaleta doing from Pan's Labyrinth.
Wasn't she doing Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, okay. That one was a flop.
With the eyes, and then
sorry, that one was a flop. The mask guy was a flop.
And then it was Bitter Betty doing Elvira.
Oh yeah, that was too basic.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one of the top three, the girl, the one that just pulled out her titties and the tassels, she should have been lower.
So who would you put there instead?
Up.
So there was J. Julie who did one of the witches from what's it called? Hocus Pocus. She ate the maggots or the worms.
She should have gone up.
You think she? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I fuck with that more than Frankenstein.
Oh,
girl.
Coco Kane was in the top, I believe, doing Morticia Addams.
Oh yes. Good.
Yeah, that was good.
Still higher than the Frankenstein girl. She should have been lower. I'm telling you, she should have been in the bottom.
Bottom?
Yeah.
I think safe the most, but
Well, yeah, safe, I would say.
Okay.
But they were giving too much hype to that. Like, I was like, literally.
I think it was more because the attention to details, because
Because I was paying attention to the details, though.
Yeah, but they were like the nuts and bolts that are typically on Frankenstein's neck.
I know, but it still didn't. Not like how
it's also because of how they performed too.
Not how the top two were performing.
No, yeah. But I'm saying like the reason for that is also her performance, because she did take into consideration how the character's supposed to act. That's why she was moving like super pointed.
Okay, got it. I didn't. Oh, actually, yeah, they did mention it, but I guess I wasn't paying too much to the performance. I was doing more like, I was being like, America. This is America's Next Top Model. Like, I was like, ooh, the creation, I was like looking at those intricate parts.
Yeah.
Versus the gory. Like, I think I skipped a little bit, like, because I was like, no, not like skip. Like, it's like a fast forward because they were eating bugs and stuff. And I was like, I couldn't. Gosh. I'm just not that girl. Like, I don't watch it like on the regular. I was like, ooh, like, the blood, like everything. Yeah. The two artists that were below, they should have been stayed there.
You think it was a proper?
Yes, it was fine. Yeah. Because she was talking, I mean, they were talking, artist was talking shit. Like, I was like, ooh, like, this is what you get.
Yeah.
For talking your shit. But the meltdown, I was like, I had no sympathy, not gonna lie. But
a lot of people didn't when the show first came out.
But then that's when, it got juicy, and then that was a cliffhanger thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna face my fears and and I was like, bitch.
Wait, did you see who got eliminated?
Yes.
What do you think of how they did it? Because this is the first time they did, like, in a way, a music video type ending.
Wait, maybe I didn't see the music. I just know who got saved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I think that would have been... I did look at the next episode, though.
You did? Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think about it?
It was good. It was good. That's why I was. Is
that why you said your opinions changed on the person? Because you saw the next episode? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I see you. Okay. You doing your thing.
So after watching it, who do you think wins?
Has to be my number one pick.
Was it Hoso?
Yeah.
Coraline? Okay.
I just think it was creative, and if that's what you're bringing round one, I could just imagine your imagination hopefully getting progressively
Mm-hmm.
better. But like for like shits and giggles and everything fun, like Cherry was that bitch.
Bringing the entertainment.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the drama, obviously, our Latina spicy queen, she was playing into that villain. Like I was like,
And let me tell you, that's nothing compared to what happens later in the season. It gets worse.
I don't know, but
I thought it was so good. It's so
the
iconic.
Latina was spicy, and
for sure.
honestly, has a lot of anger. Like I could feel the
hurt.
And I think that's why I started to like, it kind of made me feel some type of way. Like, okay, maybe I should give the artist a chance. Like, you know, because there's the hurt, but it's like portraying it into art.
Yeah.
And that's what I got. So
okay.
Yeah.
So what would you rate it out of 10?
7.5.
Okay.
But this is me being real. Like it could have been an 8 if it was less. Like I don't know. It give me the like.
That's the closest thing I'll get to doing a Ouija board close to you.
Yeah. It's because it's just a lot. Like for me, I'm not. You're watching this more on the daily. Like I try to be.
When it came out, I always watch it when I'm high, so it's always
even worse. I was thinking that too. I was like, whoa. Like I don't know how you would do it. I'd be jumping out of my
fun.
like. I was jumping when they were doing all the stuff, and I was like, why am I doing this too? You know, like how dare you?
What's funny is the reason I chose this is because in a previous episode, I believe in season 1, we said like if you could only watch one episode nonstop or like could only watch that one thing, I chose that episode.
Oh, wow.
So I was all like, because I feel like Drag Race, yes, it is one of my like all-time it is like my all-time favorite, but it would be predictable and I wanted to do something a little different. And especially since I know I wouldn't have this opportunity, I was like, let me
take advantage. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But yeah.
You really put me through it with all my emotions, but I was like, it's giving.
Yeah.
But like to another level. I was like, America's Next Top Model, but like more extreme.
Yeah.
And by the way, the dresses of the
boulets.
Yes. Very contour cunty.
Yes.
Yes.
You should see what they wear in other seasons. They keep elevating themselves.
Ooh.
It's insane.
Okay. Maybe I'll stick around.
Ooh, okay.
Stay tuned. Okay. I don't know unless I get too scared. I don't know. But anyways, yeah.
Cute. I'm glad you enjoyed it though.
7.5. Thank y'all. Hope you guys watch it too.
You should.
Yes.
Let us know what you think too.
Yes. Oh, wait.
Motivation. Manifestations. We're changing the name now.
Manifestations. Ooh, I'll let you go first.
I'ma just say keep enjoying what you're doing. A lot of people haven't been noticing the different way you're carrying yourself, and honestly, like
who?
Just people. The episode has to end, and I can't elaborate. Sorry. But I met up with a friend that I met in the episode I talked about previously. How I went alone to this event and I met them. So I took them to the event, and they're like, "I noticed like you're so much happier now. Like just you're doing so fucking good, and just keep doing what you're doing, bitch. Like stay you." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good. I feel like there was a moment, like recently that I'm just been too far ahead, like my thoughts and stuff like future, and now I just need to be present.
Yeah.
And I think that's my manifestation. That take a breath, take a moment, soak it in. No matter good or bad, just take it day by day.
Cute.
Keep doing you. Anyways, that's it for our episode. Be sure to catch us here the following time. Following week.
Give us 5 stars.
5-star rating only. And share this with a friend, okay? Share this with family, friends, whoever wants to know tea from us.
Recommend an episode to someone else and let us know if you do it and what happens.
Yes.
Because we're chismosas.
Yes, for real, we are. But anyways, catch us in our next episode. Bye.
You've been listening to the Chilling East Spilling podcast with your hosts, Emily and Hector. Follow the Chilling East Spilling podcast on Instagram, X, and TikTok at Chilling East Spilling. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Thank you for listening. Join the Chilling East Spilling podcast again next Monday at 5 p.m.